Alright, it's Hildibrand time. I believe the last one we did was 4.3, so now we're going to be starting Hildibrand 4.4, the chapter that was added in 4.4. And depending on how long it is, we might also start the chapter that was added in 4.5 too. Last time, we were hunting down the wolf burglar, and we caught the wolf burglar, but then Yojimbo stole the sword. So now I guess we gotta track down Yojimbo. The black heart beneath. Look at them with their sunglasses. Alas, Shigire seems utterly devoid of hair and hope. You look well, Jaguar. I pray your adventures have not been too taxing. Well, you know, I died to a few bosses here and there, but I'm good. As for myself, the search for the Soburo Shikihiro as well as Yojimbo continues. Would that I could claim even a measure of progress. Ah, Shigire, there you are. Hey, there they are, Hildibrand and Nashu. We thought perhaps to find you inside, my bald man, but I see you are here, and in the company of my stalwart assistant. Bald? You of all people should. Having failed to seize upon new information of value or even passing relevance, we were in the midst of reconsidering our investigative strategy. But tell me, have you word of Jim and our passing sword? Our missing sword. Jim? Who is... yes, Yojimbo. No. As I was just telling Jaguar, I've made no progress since we last spoke. You seem distressed, Shigure. If you yet pine for your lost locks, then pine no longer, for we have brought you a hair tonic of preternatural effectiveness. Really? Well, that is actually a very considerate gesture. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's the hair tonic from all the way back in A Realm Reborn. Why not try it now? Aye, the sooner the better, perhaps. Oh, it's the zombie guy dressed like a wolf. I say, to meet with Master Zombiebrand and his bosom companions yet again. Truly, the kami have been kind to me. It's always a pleasure to see a man of the old horde. But were you not bound for Eorzea? Why are you yet in the Far East? Indeed, I had thought to return home and rejoin my brothers. And to that end did I call upon a local fisherman to secure passage. 'Twas from him that I heard a tale most fascinating, which compelled me to stay. A Funa Yurei, a far eastern variety of undead, had been seen wandering in Isle's shore. As my previous attempts to recruit fellow zombies had met with failure, I thought why not broaden my criteria and appeal to this ghost in the spirit of camaraderie. Alas, it is a most elusive quarry. Rather shy, it would seem. I sought to learn more of the Funa Yurei by questioning the people of the city, but I've been unsuccessful thus far. I see. I realize this is sudden, but in your inquiries, Did you hear mention of Jim? Jim? I fear I have heard naught of that particular Far Eastern spirit. Though, to be honest, not all have been willing to entertain my company, perhaps due to my undead nature. It pains me to hear that, in this world, there remain people prejudiced against the living impaired. You seek this gem, Master Zombiebrand. If so, I should be glad to help. Grateful as we would be, it might be wise to change your attire. People's reluctance to speak with you may be due to your passing resemblance to a certain wolfish fugitive who, until recently, terrorized the city. Oh, how careless of me. I shall change into something less conspicuous at once. Then it is settled. When at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Let us split up and speak with the men and women of Kugane. Yes, let's go find Jim. Jimmy boy. Yojimbo, you say? The name does ring a bell. Ah yes, now I recall. The Lupin fellow was asking after him as well. Though that was some time ago. He's since been detained by the Ffxiv, the Lupin, not your Yojimbo, that is. Not that I can imagine why. He's no criminal. Why, when I told him of how my mother had taken ill, he gave me the koban to purchase her medicine, without my asking or anything. They say he's done terrible things, but a man like that... No, I refuse to believe it. If there's any justice in this world, he'll be set free. So our wolf man is in the prison now. Let me guess. You're searching for a man named Yojimbo. Ffxiv have questioned me about him not long ago. Very desperate to find him, they were. I doubt they'll receive much help from the populace at present, though. Why, you ask? Surely you've heard. The Kugane wolf burglar has been arrested. Despite what the wealthy elite would have you believe, he is no demon deserving of the harshest sentence. If anything, he is a hero to the downtrodden, having shared his spoils with the least among us. If you ask me, the Ffxiv ought to take a closer look at the merchants he targeted. Akibono, in particular, has been at the center of many dark rumors. Anyway, in light of the wolf burglar's detainment, many are less than willing to aid the Ffxiv in their activities, and unfortunately, they suspect you to be working with them. You too may find your overtures rebuffed. Well, sounds like this wolf burglar was actually a pretty cool person. He's helping the poor, stealing from suspicious people. Oh, you're also pursuing that Yojimbo fellow. Ffxiv were asking after him the other day. I'll tell you what I told them. I've never heard of the man. And just between you and me, even if I did know something, I don't know if I would want to tell them. You know the Kugane wolf burglar? The one they locked away? Rumor has it they intend to inflict upon him terrible punishments for his so-called crimes. Madness, I tell you, madness. Every single one of the burglar's victims were among the most notorious scoundrels of the city. Greedy merchants with no scruples whatsoever. What's more, everything he stole he gave to the poor and needy. And yet they decry him as a villain. Fools! Yep, I Do not blame the townspeople for not wanting to help the Ffxiv. Sounds like our wolf burglar is a pretty Chad. Did some pretty Chad things. I see. And what have you learned, Jaguar? Apparently a certain Lupin is rather well loved. Huh. I had no idea the plight of the wolf burglar weighed upon the minds of so many. What exactly did they say? They said he was being tortured somewhere? And also that he helped the poor. Hero to the poor and downtrodden. Criminal who simply gave away his hard-won spoils. This is all quite unexpected. But whatever aspersions they may cast upon his victims, the law is the law. Even disreputable merchants are deserving of fair and equitable treatment. To ignore their plight is to let the mob decide their fate. That said, to hear that some may withhold information in protest is cause for concern. As a man of the Ffxiv, I cannot help but feel conflicted. If I may, Shigure, it might be best to dress in less conspicuous clothing, at least for the time being. I hate to say it, but this is a sensible suggestion, surprisingly. Maybe I should make use of my old kimono. Yet even if I were to do so, my face is already known. They would mark me as a Ffxiv, perhaps even resent my attempts to deceive them. Oh, I've got an idea. Why not ask the wolf burglar? If he's so popular with the people, who knows what secrets they've told him? That's not a bad idea. Ask the wolf burglar? Both he and Yojimbo had designs on the Soburo Tsukihiro, then it's possible they might know one another. Well done, Nashu. I was but mere moments from reaching the self-same conclusion. It's settled then. Let us go and question the prisoner without further delay. Hildibrand and Nashu are coming up with some actually pretty good ideas here. Of course, I'm sure some type of shenanigans are gonna go down at this prison. Greetings and well met, comrade. If I might have a moment of your time. That we might ascertain the whereabouts of the fugitive Yojimbo, we wish to speak with the Kugane wolf burglar. Will you permit us to enter? Certainly, Shigure. If it will aid you in your investigation, follow me. Looks so sad sitting in the darkness. Does he at least have a bed or something in there? I trust you are enjoying our hospitality. I come bearing questions. Questions, eh? For little old me, you say? Following your arrest, the Ronin Yojimbo absconded with the Soburo Tsukihiro, who stole from Master Akibono. He remains at large. We have reason to believe the sword was his objective all along. Given that it was yours as well, I thought you might know something of the man and his motive. Everyone knows that sword's worth a bloody fortune and then some. But finding a buyer for a masterpiece as famous as the Soburo Tsukihiro, especially after word of its theft has spread far and wide, well, good luck with that, says I. Why, they surely have to avail themselves of the services of certain disreputable folks with whom I happen to be intimately acquainted. I'd be happy to introduce you lot, as soon as you set me free. What? Absolutely not. That is out of the question. Then we've got nothing more to discuss. Best be on your way. Now, Shigure, let us not be too quick to judge. If the goodly men and women of Kugane are willing to trust in his good intentions, then perhaps we should as well. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea to just set him free. Except the Seki Saigumi might not like that. An awful lot of people were willing to vouch for his character. If what they say is true, then it would be wrong to see him hanged. I will propose to my superiors that you will be temporarily released into our custody for the purpose of our investigation. Should you abide by the terms of our arrangement, you may receive leniency. What say you? I say you've got yourself a deal, Baldy. Everyone's calling him Bald. Will they even consider my proposal, though? The deliberations alone may prove time-consuming if they refuse. Remind me, Nashu, do you have that hair tonic on you? I sure do, Inspector. Where are you going with this, Hildibrand? Now's as good a time as ever to try it, don't you think? I have a feeling something's about to go wrong here. Here? In the jail? Well, far be it for me to refuse. Remember to use the whole bottle, my good man. Pour it over your head until not a single drop remains. Why are you wearing sunglasses all of a sudden? That seems rather wasteful, but if you insist... I feel strange, like my scalp is... Oh, by the kami! Shigure, are you alright? I heard you shouting. The light! It binds them! There are too many! I turn and flex and shake and bounce. Perfection! Rejoice, my goodly burglar, as I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have liberated you from your unjust imprisonment. Hey, I didn't get any glasses. How am I not blind? Now see here, Inspector. I'm just built different. I'm staring directly at him without squinting or anything. Huh? What happened? Has the prisoner escaped? Oh, that's smart. Leave the zombie in there dressed as the wolf. Still in his cell, I see. But when the world was that blinding light? 1,000 pardons. One of my associates was carrying small explosives, one of which detonated unexpectedly. I, of course, bade her take the others outside immediately, for safety's sake. I believe that explains that, yes? Yes? Right then, if you will excuse me. Hmm? Ah, yes, of course. Very good. Wait, when did Shigure regrow his hair? How he managed to escape undetected, I have no idea. But I can pray that our ruse will remain intact. Yeah, let's hope they don't inspect the cell too hard. The wolf burglar led the others into the waterways below. We should follow. Oh yeah, we gotta go down here. Secret tunnels. I went back here before when we were doing the dungeon. This is a cool little place. Been down here before? I have actually. If so, you might have met our friends already. Contemptible lot, but all Kugani's cast-offs. If anyone's heard a peep from your quarry, it would be them. Come on then, don't be shy. Ho, you're looking well for a rat bastard. Takes a wolf to know a rat, huh? To what do we owe the pleasure? More importantly, how'd you slip free of the Seki Saigumi's noose? With my dashing good looks and my silver tongue, how else? But never you mind that. I need information, Koju. Do you now? Or is the Seki Saigumi at your shoulder the one asking questions? Yeah, it probably wasn't a good idea to take him down here while wearing the Seki Saigumi clothes. No need to give the lad a hard time. He did right by me, and I mean to return the favor. Eh? You mean you're helping him? Have you gone mad? Heh, well, even if I have, it's nothing you and yours need worry your pretty little heads about. Give us a hand and we'll get out of your hair. Wolf's honor. They're not a bad bunch, really. Most tried to make it living on the straight and the narrow. Some even had a mind to join the Seki Saigumi, like you, but were found wanting for this reason or that. When honest work's no longer an option, that leaves the other sort. The dangerous, the disreputable, the dirty. Someone's got to do it, and so these industrious souls pick up the slack. Maybe they're not the cream you'd prefer to hobnob with, but while you're in their company, I'd ask that you comport yourselves with a modicum of civility. I should like to believe I have done just that. You'll forgive me if I have given you any reason to think otherwise. See? Fast friends, we all are. Right then, we're after a bloke what goes by the moniker of Yojimbo. Heard tell of the man? Yojimbo? No, can't say it rings a bell. Oi, any of you know a fella by the name of Yojimbo? Well, there you have it. Might be different if he had a bounty on his head. What'd he do anyway? Piss in the Bugyo's rice porridge? Ha! If only! Stole the Soboro Sukihiro, he did. Bugger me, that's a beauty. Wonder why, though. Finding a buyer, even through the black market, would be a challenge and a half. If he'd even put out the word he was looking, we'd have heard about it by now. Bah, to come all this way and leave with nothing. Here, let's not call it a day just yet. Assuming this Yojimbo didn't steal the sword for the challenge, there's only two reasons he'd take it. To sell it or to keep it. If it's not about the money, then I doubt this is his first prize, or his last. Hark! My keen inspector's sense whispers and speaks of a thieving collector of swords. Yes, there can be no mistake. Aye, what he said, I suppose. If he's a collector, then only the best will do, which means his next target might be... Oh, I don't know. The Ame no Murakumo? Wait, the Ame no Murakumo? But I thought that was nothing more than a fairy tale. Do you mean to say the fabled sword of old Eld actually exists? Giant Kami tried to kill me and my friends with it, but I deflected the blow. Oh, is that the sword that Susanoo was using? You what? I have so many questions, but first, where did this all happen? Housed within the Kojin of the Red's treasure vault, eh? If that's the case, then it seems to me you ought to continue your search in the Ruby Sea, no? Might be the best place for us to look. In that case, let us brook no further delay and head to the Ruby Sea at once. Come, my friends, the Ruby Sea awaits. I can't wait to go back out there so I can enjoy the sun and surf. It's like I said, they've good hearts, each and every one of them. Sometimes fate deals you a bad hand. You've got no choice but to make the most of it. Think that the Ame no Murakumo is not only real, but that it was brought to bear against you and yours by a kami of unfathomable strength. Yeah, he's gonna have a hard time believing that. In any event, we now know where we might search. The Ruby Sea. Before I may leave, however, there's a matter of great import to which I must attend. Well, perhaps great import is something of an overstatement. I speak of the inspector's early advice concerning my garments. I will meet you at the Ruby Sea after I've changed. Pray go on ahead without me, I insist. Yeah, probably a good idea you change for now. Truly, there is no rest for the righteous, or whatever term one might use to describe Hildibrand Heliodor Maximilian Manterville. He has such a long name. Good swords, good dogs. All set for another trip into the glittering westward expanse? I know I am. Let us hop aboard the next ferry to the Ruby Price and wait for Shigure there, as he requested. Come along. All this time, the Ame no Murakumo was in the Red's treasure vault. And there I thought it was no more than a story. Cool. Off to the Ruby Sea. You ought to be here any minute now. I can't wait. If you'd had the sword and sold it, what would you do with the money? Just out of curiosity. I won't tell anyone. What would I do with the money as Warrior of Light? I guess use it to help people? Oh, we've got to repay Tataru for what we spend on Gosetsu's blade. Guess that's what I'd use the money for. Oh, it's Shigure. Over here, over here. Wow, he looks very different. But by the Kami, I thought you were someone else at first. Yeah, I was about to ask, who is this? Oh, he's got the hair braids and everything. Dang. Well, since it was suggested that I should wear something other than the garments of a Seki Saigumi for a time, I paid a visit to the Kugane Dori and purchased something completely unlike my usual attire. It's quite the change, but very much for the better, if I do say so myself. I didn't realize you could be so fashionable. Fashionable? Please, Nashu, you give me too much credit. I'll say, that get up with those Zori, I don't see that becoming a trend. Socks with sandals? Okay, that better not become a trend in Kugane. Rest of the outfit looks good. Socks and sandals? No. Not that it matters. You didn't come here to mess about, eh? We've got a collector to catch. Assuming he's after the Amene no Murakumo. Then we've got to get to the Isle of Zeki. Any ideas? By air or by underwater passage, eh? Bit more tricky than I thought. Well, you have a hawk. I can swim underwater. Hildibrand and Nashu, I think they'll find some way to get over. It's really about our samurai friend. I forget his name. Shigure. He's the only one I think is gonna have trouble. Without the blessing of the Kojin, the latter seems almost impossible. What about that bird of yours? Montaro, was it? After what the inspector did to him? Ha! He'll be keeping a wide berth, I reckon. Assuming he's even fit to fly. Oh yeah, I kinda forgot about that. It was a somewhat traumatic experience for all involved, eh? Aye. Because the bird is still out of commission. Forgive me my bluntness, my wolfish compatriot, but it occurs to me we have yet to hear your motives for attempting to steal the Saburo Tsukihiro from Master Akibono. Did not Koju say that selling such a blade would be extraordinarily difficult? It's not stealing to take back what was stolen. That black-hearted bastard Akibono prized it from the hands of its rightful owner. He was a humble samurai who lived his humble life, devoid of most luxuries. A righteous man who'd never turned his back on those in need. Certainly was not a young lupin boy who fled Doma during the occupation. The two lived as father and son, with few comforts, save each other's company. And then one day a merchant came calling, asking after the samurai's sword, asking him to part with his one prized possession. But a sword is a samurai's soul. He'd sooner die than sell it, even for a fortune. But the merchant, he's not the sort to go quietly into the night. He changes tack and worms his way into the samurai's affairs. Small sums at first, but bigger, then bigger. And before he knows it, the samurai owes the merchant a veritable mountain of coin. And so he pledges his blade as collateral. The samurai worked day and night to reclaim his honor, but while strong in spirit, he was weak in body. He fell sick, and soon after passed away, leaving his lupin charge alone in this unjust world. All this time, you were only... He was trying to get his dad's sword back. He left Kugane for a time, and returned later from Yansha, having learned the ways of the shinobi, that he might honor his adoptive father by helping others as he had helped him as a child. Chivalrous guise for a personal vendetta, perhaps. More than anything, he yearned to reclaim the samurai's sword, the last surviving memento of their time together, that he might wear it with pride. All this time, Master Akibono was your main objective. When you broke into his shop in the Rakuza district, you were searching for the Saburo Tsukihiro. You kept a close eye on him, even as you continued to target other disreputable merchants, that you might drive him to take additional measures to protect the sword, knowing that in so doing, he would eventually reveal its location. Then it is settled. The Saburo Tsukihiro must be returned to its rightful owner. Hey, if it's so hard for people to reach the Isle of Zeki, how is Yojimbo planning to get there? That's a good question. That I do not know, but regardless, if he was headed there, someone must have noted his passing. I say we question the pirates of Sakazuki and see if any have observed a traveler resembling Yojimbo of late. We are of the same mind, Shigure. To Sakazuki, post-haste. Yeah, someone's gotta have seen him in the sky. Or if he went underwater somehow, then the Kojin probably saw him. Alright, where's this pirate? Here you are. Come, let us commence the questioning. After you. Oh, I remember you. Looking for more dead men? A rail-thin samurai with a wide-brimmed hat and oversized geta? A traveler like that would not escape my notice. Which is to say, I'm confident I haven't seen him. Sorry to disappoint you. Not at all, my friend. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. As I said before, my good man, when at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Let us away. Here's Nashu over here. Do you have any luck? Honestly, I think he looks better in his new outfit than the Seki Saigumi one. Yeah, true. I'm charged with both monitoring the ships that pass through this area and keeping a close watch on activity in Hell's Lid. Onward and to the next potential witness, I say. What was that? Lengthy samurai in a large hat? As it happens, I spoke with a traveler like that. Had a dog with him, too. Sure enough, he had a mind to head to the Isle of Zeki. Couldn't imagine why, what with the Red being as unwelcoming as they are, and there being no place to dock a boat. I told him as much, but he shrugged it off and went on his merry way. Come to think of it, did I see that dog of his not long ago? On the beach below, wandering about? Aye. I hope he didn't abandon him. You've been tremendously helpful. 1,000 thanks to you. Surely the canine in question is Diagoro. We must gather the others in search for Jim's beloved companion at once. Diagoro, here, Diagoro. Hey, there he is. Oh, I think I see him over there. Huh, maybe it doesn't like us anymore. Now, you've just got to give the pup the right incentive is all. Yeah, anyone got a piece of gold? Incentive? Yeah, there you go. Surely it can't be that simple. See for yourself. Woof woof. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Woof, woof, woof. So that's all it takes to win him over, eh? A single Koban. Greedy little thing. Hush, Shaguro. Diagoro is a good dog, and now he will lead us to his master. Woof, woof. Oh, there he is right there. This is quite a fix indeed. I guess he's wondering how to get over there. Woof, woof. Diagoro, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to wait for me. Hildy! Jim, my good man. I mean, you rapscallion. You've nowhere to run. Cease your shenanigans and relinquish the Soburo Tsukihiro at once. I will do no such things. Ever since I was bested by your tight-lipped associate over yonder, I learned for an opportunity to redeem myself, and so I set about searching for stronger swords, with which I might bring my everything to bear. I thought to claim victory with the Ami no Murakumo in hand, but if circumstances demand we settle this here and now, then so be it. Stay your hand, my friend. Though I know you only mean well, securing the sword is a grave responsibility which falls to... I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, will resolve this conflict and reclaim the sword. Prepare to be amazed as the Soburo Tsukihiro is delivered into my waiting arms. Diaguro, oh Diaguro, come here and let Hildy give you a great big belly rub. Diaguro, you will do no such thing. Where did all that money come from? What? Betrayed. The inspector does come from a wealthy family, so maybe he smells of money? Oh, the dog was smelling all the money on him. Until you surrender the Soburo Tsukihiro, I will give Diaguro the most furious of belly rubs, thereby depriving you of the pleasure. Such is my ultimatum. Dang, that's a tough ultimatum. Might want to give over the sword, buddy. Diaguro, return to me this instant. Oh, fire on it. You win. The sword is yours. Wait, really? Good job, Hildy. By the Kami, I can't believe that's actually worked. Inspector Hildibrand's powers of negotiation are most impressive. Oh no. Hildibrand, what have you done? Mummy! You fool. You made a terrible mistake. What happened to the sword? Someone pick it up. Someone pick it up before Jim gets it. That was great. Wait, where's the Soburo Tsukihiro? Right where it belongs. You fiend! Return it at once. That's far enough, all of you. Oh no, it's the Sekisegumi. Bugger me, where did they come from? Bah, this isn't over. Shigure, what is this I hear about you setting free a notorious fugitive? Explain yourself at once. Oh no. Well, you see, Inspector Hildibrand and I, in order to track down Yojimbo and the Soburo Tsukihiro, we needed to enlist the assistance of the wolf burglar. To that end, we removed him from the jail, temporarily, of course. We had every intention of returning him to his cell. Wait, where'd he go? He's gone already? And how do you intend to do so when your prisoner has taken flight? Curie, I charge you with aiding and abetting a criminal in their escape. Be reasonable. You know full well that everything Shigure did was to achieve a greater good, to uphold the law of the land. We will return the Soburo Tsukihiro and the wolf burglar. I swear to you. I understand you are his friend, but to make an exception would only compound this offense. No man is above the law, not even our own. Oh no. Gotta get him out of jail. Jailbreak episode. First Yojimbo, then the wolf burglar, and now Shigure. It's so much quieter when it's just the three of us. What a miscarriage of justice to see our Shigure speared away like a common criminal, in complete disregard for the extenuating circumstances. It falls to us to find a way to right this wrong, but this is no place to devise a plan. To Gogane, my friends. So lonely without everyone else around. I hope they're doing alright. Oh, my good man, I hardly know where to begin. Ever since our return, I have been racking my brain, trying to conceive of a means by which we might free Shigure from his predicament, but to no avail. By absconding with the sword, the wolf burglar has done us no favors, and yet I do not think his tale of the samurai in Akebono was a lie. My keen inspector's sense tells me that the many threads of this tale are converging upon a single point not far from now, in which all truths shall be laid bare for all to see. Core, that's what I like to hear. Yet I agree. I don't think the wolf burglar's bad at all. Once the Seki Saigumi realize that, they're sure to let Shigure off the hook, don't you think? Might be pretty hard to convince, though, I still think. They're pretty strict about everything. Don't think it's gonna be that easy. I most certainly do, Nashu. Furthermore, I say that to hasten this most desirous of resolutions, I must begin investigating Master Akibono at once. Hold the fort while I'm gone, my stalwart assistant. Yes, sir, Inspector. I don't know what he's about, but I'm sure it'll be brilliant. Who's this guy? Oh, Akibono. I suppose this day was bound to come. No matter. Soon there will be nothing in this world beyond my grasp. Heh. Cool. That was the end of that episode of Hildibrand. The past is never past. Is the drawing again? Nashu's beautiful artistic talent. Cool. That was a pretty fun episode. I think it was a little slow in the beginning, but that scene near the end with the dog, that was great. Alright, let's see. I think I'll go ahead and end it there, and I'll do the final part later in the week. What I'll do is on Tuesday, I'll do Hildibrand, the final part. And then Friday, we'll do MSQ, the last of Stormblood. It's a week of finales. The finale to Hildibrand and the finale to Stormblood MSQ. And then we'll watch the Shadowbringers trailer on Friday too. That's going to be very fun. I can't wait. Alright, I will see you there then. Hopefully. Take care.